everyone. Welcome to another episode of YidiTalks. I'm your favorite talk show host, Yidi, and on today's show, I'll be talking about the rights of children and child protection. But of course, I'm not qualified to talk about that subject. That's why I introduced my dear friend and sister, Fariza Elizabeth George. Yay!
I'm so excited.
You're welcome, sis.
Thank you so much for having me.
Coming.
Yeah,
we really appreciate
pleasure.
your presence.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone. I am Elizabeth George. I'm the Executive Director, Child is Gold Foundation. I'm the Principal Partner, Refuge Chamber, and I'm also a practicing lawyer. I'm so happy to be on this platform.
You are welcome, Barrister.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
We really, I follow Child is Gold Foundation and the work they are doing, and you're really doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
You're really touching the lives of children, and you're an inspiration to many. I'm really proud of all you've achieved for yourself so far. I didn't know there was anything like rights of children until we had that discussion, and I said you need to come on and educate everyone about it. So can we start from who is a child? Can you tell us who a child is?
All right, this is Nigeria, so I'm going to start with our own context. In Nigeria, going by the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a child is somebody that is from age 0 to 17. Once you're 18, you are an adult. You can contest for elections, you can be voted for, you can go to prison, every decision you take, at that time you are liable for everything. So an adult in the Nigerian context is from 18 years and above. Though we have the Child Rights Act that have reduced the age, but why I'm not using that is because it's not domesticated in all the states of the Federation. Some states are yet to domesticate it, while some states
You mean they reduced the age?
We have a Child Right for the Child Right that is 14 years.
Okay.
Though it depends on the state, because once there's a law, you would sit down as a state and then look at your socio-economic context, and then make it to fit in your own context as the state. So some states 14 for a child, 16 for a child. But it's not a generally acceptable law. Some states have domesticated it, are even implementing it, but some states are still Plateau State, Abuja. But for Bauchi, I think it was just passed recently. But then we are still working towards implementation. It's one thing to pass the law, it's one thing to implement it. And that's why I'm using the one that is generally acceptable and presently in use. The one you can cite in court, the one you can always get judgment for, is the 1999 Constitution. That one does not have to do with state, it's a generally acceptable law of the nation.
Yeah, because I'm going to be scared if a 14 years old comes to tell me that they are now an adult.
Some countries are advocating for 12.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Well, the world is changing. And children of these days are getting wiser and all of that.
Exactly.
Well, that's very interesting to know. So can you tell us about the rights of children?
The rights of children. It is enshrined in our constitution, the 1999 Constitution. Every child, just the way women have their own rights, men have their own right, every human being has. The child also has his or her rights. Right to education, right to health care, right to life, freedom of religion, freedom of expression. All of these rights that are in the Constitution, a child is entitled to. Yes. And then if not given that right, he even has a chance to seek for redress. Even though because, people are not really knowledgeable in these things. They don't even know. They just say, it's my child. I can do, anything I want to do to him. Even the present VAP law that we now have that is implemented in most of the states. Before, if there's any case of abuse, the father can just say, or the mother can just say, I'm withdrawing this case. But now they don't have the right. Yes, even though it's your child, the child also belongs to the states.
And that's the VAP Act.
That's the VAP Act, yes. The VAP law is now in implementation in most of the states of the Federation. Violence Against Person Prohibition Acts. You understand? So it is actually unlike before that even as Child is Gold Foundation, we do lots of pro bono cases for survivors. The parents will just come and say, oh no, we settled. Imagine a case of rape. a very dangerous and delicate, and we've settled. Oh, he's my cousin's cousins. Oh, let us just let the sleeping dog lie and all of that. I don't want to pursue the case, and you've gone far. You've had evidences and all of that, and then before you don't have anything to say. You're just trapped as a lawyer. You can't insist. But now it's not possible. Even the father cannot say no.
But why do they? Is it the stigma or the shame, or why do?
Well. From my experiences, I think there are different various reasons. I know one that, in fact, we've taken one, or I think a witness, and the mother now came and said, I'm Barrister, I'm sorry, I know you used your money for all of these things and your expertise, but please, can you just oblige and just stop this case? So I said, okay, no problem. She's that was before the domestication of the VAB law in Bauchi State. I said, okay, but can we have a discussion? She said, no problem. And she obliged, and she came to the office, and I said, okay, so what is the reason? She said, that she was told by the community people that if people should hear about this, that her child will not get a husband. And that was just her reason. I said, oh, really? So, it got me thinking, because if a thief should come to your house and then rob you, who should be pitied, or who should people sympathize with? You are just a victim. You are a survivor. Yes. I don't think you should be the one that people will now stigmatize. And so in fact, I said, okay, no problem, because like I said, it was before the VAT law. So after a while, we met like 3 months later. She said, Barrister, you see what I was telling you, that this girl has gotten a suitor. He came for the festive period at home and saw my daughter and all of that. Imagine if I continue with that case. I don't think anybody would want his or her son to marry. And I was like, wow. So you see, and then sometimes people, you can only act based on what you know. Sometimes they are not knowledgeable, and that's why we have very important programs like the YidiTalks should enlighten a lot of people. You don't know how far these things you're doing is going. A lot of people are enlightened every day, and that is why we have followers every day increasing, because people are learning, and people will really understand. Oh, the fact that he's my child, I cannot treat him anyhow. He has a right. He can even go to court. He can even seek redress. Because some parents is always, it's my child. Sometimes when you're even trying to talk to another person's child, like it's all these autocratic, it's my child thing. But that's not how it's supposed to be.
It's not.
There are laws, there are policies in place that protects the child.
So how can we get a copy of this child rights?
It's a public document. In fact,
so if you just search for it, or
yes,
go to
if you search for it, you would get it, or any library will get it. But like I said, it differs depending on the state. It's not a totally different law. Let's say Plateau and Bauchi is not a different law. It's just little sections that will just be amended to fit in the context of that state. It's a public document. I can even share some with you. So I don't know how you can put it on the page, and also that people will really access
share the link.
Yes, to know that children have serious rights, like serious rights.
So now, just imagine a child going to their mom and say, "Mom, it's my right for you to take me to go bowling." Right. So this act, they list specific areas, right? Like education, healthcare, safety. Those are the things that the parents of the children are obligated to give to them until they are 18?
Until they are 18.
Okay.
Until that's what the law says. But like I said, in some countries at 16, 14, people want to go, they want to go. But here in Nigeria, until they are 18. So we find people that are 30, 40 living with their parents. That's a different thing totally. I can't say it's right or wrong. But ideally at 18. But because of our context, if a child of 18 says, I want to go and rent my own house, the person is like, what's wrong with you? But at that point, do you know he can be elected? He can vie for a political position depending on the seats and then the criteria. And then he will go and vote and be voted for. And now we have the not too young to run, bills everywhere. So it depends on the seat. If it allows him, he goes for it and campaign. And he is a mature. At that age, if he commits any offense, he's not going to the remand home. We have a remand home where we keep minor offenders. He's not going to the remand home. He's going to the prison.
Sorry, the minor offenders go
to we have minors. That's ages 1 to 17.
They
so
go
when
to
you commit the remand home.
Remand home.
Yes.
Do they have it in Nigeria?
Yeah, we do. Even in Bauchi, we do. In fact, Child is Good Foundation, we started a remand home 3 days ago, where we had about 47 children. Yes.
Oh my
we
God.
took food, clothing, support, and then we picked up some of the cases pro bono to support them, because some of them are really petty offenders. Due to hunger, you just go to the market and then you just pick one or two. We call it the Schools Not Prison Project. I would also share the flyer with you. The School Not Prison Project. And that project is just for us to, bring out these children and take them to school. And for those that are already learning trade, to encourage them, pay for their skills, and then learn more. Because some of these children is just hunger and they just pick one or two things. So all this petty crime, we help to do these cases pro bono. But even if you are there, once you are 18, let's say you didn't get help, like the way child is good went to the remand home services, you didn't get help. The moment you are 18, happy birthday. You're zoned to the main prison, yes.
No way.
Because you've outgrown. I remember that there was, I think last year when we went, there's this boy that's 17 and a half. When he saw he was crying, he was like, Barrister, this is my last hope. I have few months to my birthday. And once I'm 18, I'll be taken to the main prison. Yes, he's an adult.
Oh, wow. But he didn't come into crime as an adult.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But he has been said that it doesn't work like that.
I feel there should be like
a pardon.
Not pardon, but somewhere where do they call rehab or something for children? There should be rehab as part of it. And before they clock 18, if they have really changed, I don't think they should move them to
at 17 you're sentenced to 3 years imprisonment, right? So you just do 1 year in the remand home, 18, 19 in the main prison.
Oh my.
But in the remand home, they have a curriculum for rehabilitation where counselors come, NGOs like us come, some people come and even take them in some studies, religious studies and all of that, so that it will help the children. They also learn, like last year when we went, we partnered with Yidi Foundation, Ubuntu Sisters, we even taught them Bestie making, jelly, so many things. So they learn skills even there at the remand, because that's where they are stationed. It's like their house. So that's why it's not really called the correctional center. It's not really called the prison, like the big It's a remand home. It's like a home. Though of course they don't have all it takes in place. That is why non-governmental organizations come in to support them. But at least I know that most of them come out better. Like those that we are supporting, we supported over 100. We partnered with Foreman and lots of other organizations. They come out better. In fact, the other one is now doing well. He has gone back to school. The other one is now making furnitures and all of that. So they learn things, and it's easier for them to learn there. And that's why we don't want them to get to 18. And that's why we spend a fortune on this project, and we are okay doing it, because we think we know we are saving the future. It's worth it. Because once they go to that other place, you don't know what they will learn and all of them. So yes, there are places for children.
Interesting. This is so insightful.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much. So the last thing I want us to talk about is finances for children. Most parents I know do not set their children up financially. Once they take you to the school and they have you as next of kin, you're fine. But I know there are things that you can put in place. Even training the child, financial management, business management, so that we don't just go to school and come out and the question is, okay, what do I use this to pay for?
Sure.
Yeah, so can you tell us more about
finances for children? Wow, that's a big one.
When
growing up, even when uncles and aunties come to give you money, some parents will even collect it from you. But I think the narrative is changing, because we even have kiddies accounts. The first bank kiddies account, this bank kiddies account, where people even say, if I know somebody that every week should tell me she needs to go and save in her kiddies account. So she's always saving money there for the children. And it is also very, very, very important. And the narrative is really, really changing. Before, during the summer lessons, you see people going to school, competing. I'm not an advocate of that anyway, but we have different perspectives. But recently, I see what parents do. During these long vacations, during these holidays, they enroll their children in skills. Especially during the summer holiday.
So not just school.
They look at the child. You have to be close to your child. You don't neglect your child. You don't bully your child. You have to be close to your child. You understand what the child. There's some children that are on their own. They will use, a pen right on the wall, on the beds, everywhere in the house. You can start, this one, he can be an artist, he can be an architect,
he can be a writer.
He can be a writer. Then you enroll. Some people will just, everything is drum. Everything is dropped. Even if they are doing news, they are looking for readings and beats, to feed in. You enroll these people in music classes. You enroll them according to their. You can guide it's not okay for you to select for a child. Oh, I don't want to be a footballer. Oh, I want you to be a lawyer. Oh, you must be like Barrister Lizzie. Oh, I want to be a doctor. No. But you can guide them because these children are minors.
Yeah.
If you don't guide them, the world will guide them. Other people will guide and they might not guide them right. So what I'm saying is that you need to also teach them that they have to also there's a way they can also be financially independent, and there's a way they can also manage money. I know some parents that their children will ask them for certain things. They have it, but they will not just everything take. There's a way they will also, okay, can we go to your piggy bank, the money you've been saving? Do you think this money can afford this? Do you think we can do this with this money? So the child understands right from, when he or she is young, because tomorrow is not certain, tomorrow is not sure. Even when you say, oh, all my properties are bought in his name, it might not be there tomorrow. And most of this next of kin thing, until the child is 18, until the child is an adult, what he accesses. Some of them don't even survive to be 18 because of misery, because of hunger, because of illness, because of frustration.
Lack of guidance.
I know of a man that died like that, and the wife just left. She just mourned her husband for 3 weeks. Before we went to the house to greet, she has gone.
And she left
the children, 3 of them, in the hand of one uncle. And people are different. And that's how these children, if you see them, you won't even believe that they have millions in their account saved, which they cannot access until they are 18. So we also need to teach these children some of these things. I'm not saying that we'll die. No, that's not part of it. But
so if that money was put in a kid's account, they'll be able to access it at any time.
There are different laws or rules. I think a banker will really help us with that. I think for some, at a particular age, the child can start accessing it. But for some, so in filling the form, one thing with us is that plenty bank form is too bulky for us. So we just take me to the last page and just sign without reading. So there are different kiddies account. There are some that also at age 5. Maybe every month release also amounts, you understand? And then there are some that until you're 18. So we also need to consider all of these things. Who says that you'll be alive until the child is 18?
Yes.
And then people want to, just push that about, oh, God forbid. And I tell people, I said, it's not in every situation that you'll be an extreme,
Yes.
There's this woman in Bauchi, a very influential one that called me. I was like, hey, they are stressing me to write my will. I don't know if they want to kill me. Just because I have a terminal disease. So I told her, I said, Mom, can we talk? And she said yes. And I enlightened her. I said, no, if they're asking you to do that, or if your sister advised you to do that, it's not because she wants you dead, whether we like it or not. One day will be no more.
Yes.
So we need to have a transitional way of living. We should know that these children will take over from us, and then it's good for them to know what is for who to avoid. So when I enlightened, I should like, but they would have spoken to me like that. It just made it look like they are pushing me to write, and that is why most Nigerians are even afraid to tell their parents. Like now, I cannot imagine telling my mother, Mom, please, can I take your bill? Or can you need to be like this girl? You want to kill me? And all of that. But it's not like that.
And then, you can also do life insurance.
Yes.
You can set up a trust fund.
Trust funds.
Make sure
lots of other ways.
You play your part.
But it's not easy to do these things in a country where feeding is even a problem. So I don't have any, where have I seen food to eat that I want to save? But it is important.
It is.
Sincerely, God has given us these children, and it is our responsibility to take care of them.
Yes.
We have a duty of care. If not, why did you bring them to the world? We have family planning everywhere. If you're not ready to protect, to take care of a child, then you shouldn't even have one. Yeah. But if we have one, glory be to God, we have to do our part as parents, as citizens.
So true.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, thank you so much, Barrister Lizzie. We have learned a lot.
Yes.
Guys, I know that we have learned a lot, and there are a lot of questions. So I'm going to leave her contact attached to this video. I would save it to this video so you can reach out to her. Once again, Barrister Lizzie, thank you so much.
Thank you,
We appreciate you.
Thank you for having
Parents, please take care of your children. Every child is precious. Every child is a gift from God. Nurture them, plan for their future, train them in the right way so that they will come out to be blessings to everyone around them. That's all from us today. Until next time, see you. Bye.
See you.
Don't forget to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you have not done that yet, and share to others. Bye.
Hi.
Bye.